This is an email from a verifiable CEO to Jeffrey Epstein that they don't know culture. Only thing they know is money. And they're saying the black people who should be in the streets protesting whatever BS we got going on, Jay-Z bought them off. Which I don't know why no one wants to talk about it. This is Jess Stolley. This is the person who is the CEO of the Barclays. Okay? The Barclays, right? It's a financial institution. They also eventually do a sponsorship with the arena that's now known as the Barclays Center. If you go back to look at the history of the Barclays Center, before the people, there were people who lived there for generations, and based on a lot of these community laws and like local laws, it says that, the community has to agree, like the government can't just say, get up and move, right? That's normal gentrification. Like usually if there's going to be a big building that's brought to the hood, they go to people, they offer a buyout that they can't refuse. And, if a few people say no, because the old grandma that says I'm not moving, it gets a little bit legal, but, they'll figure it out, right? Essentially, a lot of people, they love that particular place that they lived in Brooklyn. And there was plans to build a arena there. In trying to get it all approved, there was many meetings, many, town halls or whatever the case is. But Jay-Z was used as someone to say, hey, listen, I came from here. I'm from Marcy Projects. I'm trying to bring economic opportunities. I'm trying to bring more money to the region. I'm not trying to kick you guys out of where you want live that. Yes, the problems with gentrification is usually even if people stay, you're outpriced. Everything's going up because now rich people moved in there and now you can't afford it. His thing was, that's not going to happen. We're going to make sure you guys who have lived there for decades and decades and decades, you can still be around. If you're in the immediate site, we're going to relocate you. We're going to put programs, everything. We're going to community build. I'm from Marcy and I'm Jay-Z. I'm putting my stamp on it. It's the same thing that happened with motherfucking Tidal. It's the same thing that happened with, the NFL halftime show. It's the same thing. Jay basically just finessed a couple niggas, got them out of there. As soon as he got them out of there, he's toasting, Ace of Spades with the white owners saying, we did it. But the conversation that we never knew is a conversation that came out via the Epstein files. So this is Jess Stolley from the Barclays Group. That is the CEO, and he's saying to Epstein, he says, you know why we're not Sao Paulo? Remember, Sao Paulo, I want you to remember, yet again, Sao Paulo in 2014, it was mayhem. I want to give you a visual representation of what was going on. Sao Paulo protests 2014. It was mayhem. This is how the streets looked. I want to show you this because what's being understood and spoken about is this. So you have a CEO telling Jeffrey Epstein, you know why this isn't going on in Brooklyn? Look, this is what's going on. This is how it was. And you guys should look this up. I'm not making this up. Let me make sure you guys can see. You could Google for yourself. I can't create fake news. It's real. Okay? Again, I'm wondering why no one's having these conversations. This is how it looks in Sao Paulo in 2014. Your favorite media figure got all time to talk about Ari. They want to talk about everything. Nobody wants to talk about situations like this. This is not being hidden. It's out there. A simple Google search will figure it out. Here's the conversation that I'm wondering why no one wants to talk about.
Hold up, y'all know, hold up. DJ Akademiks was discussing a statement from the former CEO of Barclays, Jess Stolley, on the Epstein leak, referencing how without Jay-Z, there would be protests like those in Sao Paulo. And DJ Akademiks was saying a lot of the media personalities who are usually vocal with stuff like these, they are all quiet about this one where it pertains to Jay-Z. No, for me to just break it down a little simpler, no, as I stated, Jess Stolley, who was the former CEO of Barclays, he emailed Jeffrey Epstein in 2014 saying US isn't seeing protests like Sao Paulo's 2013 to 2014 uprising against corruption and spending because cultural influences, including Jay Z, have bought off potential protesters in the black community. aka, well, DJ Akademiks ties this to Jay-Z's role in pacifying gentrification concerns for Barclays Center. And DJ Akademiks even further notes that there is a lot of silence from figures like Tariq Nasheed and a lot more media personalities, right? So that was the most simple way I could put it. But I've said this before in previous videos, especially when the whole Jay-Z news came out. A lot of media personalities, a lot of podcasts, they avoided speaking about it. I remember when the Shade Room posted it, they quickly deleted it. Like, you can tell that Jay-Z definitely has his hands in a lot of these podcasts and a lot of these media personalities, and a lot of these persons are on his payroll. And we have been hearing about that from the longest time. We have been hearing that Jay-Z has the police on his payroll and so on and so forth. So I am not disagreeing with DJ Akademiks, but I want you guys to check out the rest of the clip. Remember to drop a like and subscribe, show some love. Drop a like and subscribe, show some love.
The email from the CEO of the Barclays, former CEO, to Jeffrey Epstein says, you know why we're not Sao Paulo? Watch the TV ads on the Super Bowl. It's all about hip blacks in cars with white women. The group that should be in the streets. The group that should be in the streets. The group that should be in the streets. Let me say one more time. The group that should be even though white billionaires are saying, thank God, the black people who should be saying, we won't take this anymore. The group that should be in the streets like Sao Paulo. Let's see what the email says. They have been bought off by Jay-Z. What are we talking about? If we don't see the conversation, you know, they love to say, well, we can't talk about the other shit where they say Jay and Weinstein because that was a random tip. That was a random tip. I can't really. This is an email from a verifiable CEO to Jeffrey Epstein that they don't know culture. Only thing they know is money. And they're saying the black people who should be in the streets protesting whatever BS we got going on, Jay-Z bought them off. We shouldn't talk about that. Where are all the people who, you know, they love calling me a tether? It's black people shit. You know, like it's like where's the pro-black people who claim white supremacy, who claim this? They've been very silent on this. And this is the point of even the people. Where is Tariq Nasheed? Tariq Nasheed always be talking about, you know, the white supremacists put like a black guy there to make it all good. Well, if in his terms, this is exactly what this would be. The group that should be in the streets, they were bought off. How is this not the biggest topic? Oh, nah, y'all just pulling up. Nah, y'all pulling up like random tips. Let's see if we can find who these people are. Jess Stolly. This is him. Let's go to his Wikipedia. He's an American banker and former chief executive of the Barclays. Okay. Man, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. I also realize at this point I'm like talking to myself, right? Like I think I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, yo, put Nicki Minaj and Akademiks in a straitjacket and get them out of here. Yo, because I think like I'm pointing out, like anything I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put it on the screen.